So I'm using Vscode and I'm also using a C++ extension called Curlh. And the good thing about Curlh is you use it to communicate with APIs, which I'm using. So this is just a basic type racing app that I made, and it takes a random text from this one website here and imports it. But the one problem that me and many other people have gotten into was that um, the directory or file just couldn't be found. So here, you can see the error where it says no such file or directory is found, and it's just an include statement. So what ended up working for me was to change, instead of it being in the mingw64 file, making it into the ucrt64 file. So to make this a little bit better to understand, well, I go to my C drive, I go to MSYS64, and then I go to ming64 and include, and you can see that curl is here. This is curl.h, that's the exact file that we're calling, and this is the whole folder that we're calling. So the problem was that I tried installing the library manually, I tried everything, I asked Discord for help, Reddit, everything, and in the end the one solution that worked for me was installing it in the ucrt64 file instead. So if you were to go to this PC, same thing, MSYS64, there'd be another ucrt folder here, and if you go to hashtag include and you want to install it here. So you may ask, how do you do that? Well, I'm about to show you. So you open up your thing and then you search out for MSYS and you run that. So once you run that, you want to type in the second command instead. So for me, I installed it using the first command. No, you want to use the second command. Okay, so now it says, for me it says reinstall it because I already have it installed somewhere. But so you're just going to put in a Y. Here, let me try that one more time. 64 UCRT x86 underscore 64 curl. Okay. Oh, there you go. This time it installed everything. So it says it's reinstalled, and if we were to go to that folder we were in before and just refresh that folder, we can see that curl is now here. Same with all the curl files. So what we want to do now is open up our Visual Studio Code again, and we want to open it up using a terminal. So Code Runner is not going to work, as it's just going to give us this error. So what you want to do is, I'm going to open up a new terminal. You want to use the terminal, you want to put G++, and you then want to put the name of your file, and then include the curl library, and click enter. So you see how no error came up. This means it compiled completely well without any error. So the one thing this command did do was create an executable file here called a.exe. So what we want to do is run this a.exe using the terminal. So what we're going to do is .a.exe like that, and click enter. So there you can see that it actually opened up to the type racer. So I'm just going to say like enter start, and just something like this. So let me just try. Okay, so it turns out I made a mistake, and there, the program ran without the error. So in the end, all you wanted to do was switch around the location of the library, or where the library is located in. And I'm pretty sure the reason why is because this is a new library, while this is old. But this also has a G++ compiler in it, but don't quote me on any of that. But this was just a solution that worked for me.